Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest white light only, with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Hey y'all, what's up? Okay, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome to any new subscribers or welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Okay, thank you so very much for coming and thanks for coming back. Yes. So this is an Archangel Uriel message, okay? I don't have a note, so I'm just going to get into it. But I am supposed to ask, like, what's on your mind, or what are you thinking about, or what's going on with you, okay? We got the Fool, so you could be thinking about taking some sort of leap of faith or some sort of chance, okay? Like stepping outside of your comfort zone in some sort of way. We got the Knight of Daggers, the Ace of Daggers, and the Authoritarian, okay? So I feel like, you really are exercising your authority in your life. You really are making great decisions for yourself. And I feel like you're moving forward very quickly. But I'm not going to keep them because it's just too much for me, okay? So whatever leap of faith you're thinking about taking, or whatever chance or whatever new opportunity, like, don't be afraid to take that opportunity, okay? Yeah, we got the Moon, okay? You could feel like, I don't know, like you could have reservations because it's unknown, but I think it's leading to like some sort of new financial opportunity or some sort of like new contract or something like that with this Page of Pentacles energy. But like, I don't know, you could just feel kind of weird about it, or I don't know, maybe you're not that confident about it or whatever because you don't know everything, or you really don't know how it's going to play out. But I feel like Archangel Uriel is saying, like, with the Four of Wands, it's going to lead to greater stability at this time, okay? Like, don't worry about anything, okay? Don't be scared, okay? How do you want them to be thinking, or what do you want them to pay attention to at this time? We got Archangel Michael, okay? So I feel like it's, first of all, it's very important for you to realize that every single thing that you do is very protected at this time, okay? Like, you have a heart of a warrior, and I feel like you have to do a lot of fighting to get to where you are, to the energy that you're in, and you just need to really trust in your protection and trust that, like, where you've worked so hard to get to will be protected no matter what, okay? Like, I feel like you need to bring a little bit more positivity into your life and into like new things that could happen, you know? You could like tend to freak out before things even play out, or before you even get to see where things are going. And Archangel Uriel really wants you to stay away from doing that too much right now, okay? What else? So we got the Temple of Secrets, okay? It says secrecy, isolation, observation, and ritual magic, okay? I feel like he also wants you to like kind of tuck your business, you know what I mean? Like, don't talk to everybody about everything that is going on with you or your new opportunities. I feel like it's important for you to have like a certain level of secrecy when it comes to you and your business and the things that you have going on, you know? And don't be afraid to like be in isolation, or to be alone, or to do things by yourself, because I feel like when it comes to observation, or you observing things, or you peeping things, or the divine showing you certain things, that's when you get the most information, is when you're in that time where you're working alone, or you're just like keeping to yourself, and you're not really telling too many people your business, because it really helps with like people who might be trying to sabotage you or do any kind of magic or anything like that. But that's not really what I'm getting from ritual magic. I feel like this is kind of all about you. I don't feel like this is necessarily about the people on the outside of you. I feel like there could be like certain things that you do ritualistically, you know, things that you do every day or every week or every month to like care for your energy and care for yourself. I feel like Archangel Uriel is asking you to remain focused on that kind of ritual magic that you've been doing for yourself in your life, you know. It's all working out for you. All this energy is kind of building up and creating something very beautiful. Yeah, we got Ocean right here with justice. It's all calling in this amazing justice, you know. So like, don't fear any new opportunity or anything, even if you don't necessarily know everything going into it. Because the one thing that you do know at the end of the day going into it is that you protect it, and things will always work out for the best for you, okay? There's like some sort of big change coming up for you. I think like your life is, he's giving me this energy of like expansion, it exploding, you know. He really showed me like an explosion of colors, you know. So I feel like your life is about to expand in a really like happy and beautiful and wonderful way, almost like in a promised way, okay? Like in a way that I think you're aware of, but like even a little bit bigger than that, or a little bit more amazing than that thing that you think is coming, okay? Or the kind of situations and experiences you're about to create. And this is something that you've manifested for yourself, you know. There are definitely some things that you've been working hard on calling in coming, and all of it, you're not always going to like see the end of the tunnel or the end of the road, or understand like exactly what is going to happen or how things are going to play out. You just have to continue to take these leaps of faith and move in different ways that you didn't move in the past, in order to call in these new results to yourself. And I feel like that's already what you're doing, and that's really great, you know. It's really good that like your mind is right already, you know. But I think like the unknown or the hidden parts of the thing, it could tend to like drive you crazy a little bit. You could be like a real stickler for details, you know. You could really like to know everything, or kind of like have a certain level of control over everything. So I feel like this part of your journey has been really hard for you, because you've been kind of like forced to let go, forced to release, and forced to allow your guides to do what it is that they are supposed to do on their side, you know. Yeah, we got Eden with seduction. Also, you could have like you could have like certain people or energies or whatever trying to like seduce you away from this way that you're thinking, you know. Like trying to like, it's like you have a lot of different options, a lot of different choices to make. And just to be very careful, I feel like there are definitely some people who would love to like seduce you into a negative situation or whatever. But I think that this is kind of like the devil energy, you know. And you've done a lot of releasing when it comes to like getting trapped or whatever. Like you're not in those energies that people want to use to trap you anymore, okay? So just don't worry about that. You're being protected from all of this temptation too, because you're in this beautiful energy of alignment. Like you're expressing like this amazing, magical type of vibe, you know. And everybody might not understand it, but it really truly is amazing, and it's the perfect energy for you to be in to attract what you want to attract, you know. So just like don't entertain any naysayers or anyone who's trying to talk you out of taking new opportunities. And that could be why he was saying secrecy, you know. You could be around people, or you could have people in your family who like, even if they don't necessarily do it on purpose, right? Because we talk about all the things that people do that are like sneaky and underhanded, but some people just really don't know they're in that energy. They don't know that that's what they're doing. They don't know that what they say brings these kinds of results, you know. They just give advice the way that they give advice, you know. So I feel like that's why the secrecy is important, you know. I feel like you've had some people give you wrong advice before, or you've like put people's title in your life and their advice above like your own decision making. And that could be why this part of the journey seems kind of hard for you too, because you're just purely following what you want to do and not taking other people's advice so much on what you should do, you know. So continue to do that, or do a little bit more of that if you feel like you need to do a little bit more of that, okay? Because I feel like everybody doesn't always have your best interest at heart, or some people are just like kind of stuck in a certain kind of energy, and they'll advise you from that point of view, and that point of view doesn't really necessarily resonate with you, you know. So it can be dangerous to like listen to other people, even if they like genuinely love you. Okay, we got the dance portal with let go, but I feel like you're about to dance, you're about to sing, you're about to celebrate, you're about to be very happy with the choices and decisions that you've made, okay? Very happy that you took on this new opportunity and allowed spirit to guide you in the way that they've been guiding you. I feel like they work very closely with you, okay? Yeah, with and connect, okay, with abracadabra. Spirit works very closely with you to help you make and express this beautiful magic. You're definitely in union with spirit, and you could even be like in an actual union or coming into union with your divine partner, okay? We got sorcery with revolution. I feel like, people could be looking at you like, what is this magic that you do? Or like, how do you do this? How do you express yourself in this way? But it's just time for your revolution, time for your justice, time for you to like show everybody what you're made of. And it's like you're not even coming from that point of view. Like you're just trying to follow your heart and do what's best for you. And it's like a complete energetic turnaround in your entire life. What's magic and dance portal? We got ooh, Lantarki, I think. Whatever. It says peace, okay? It says peace. So I feel like also when it comes to you and yourself and the way that you see yourself, you're in like a much more peaceful place. You could be a lot more confident about you and where you come from, okay? We got hood love with community. Your community could be showing you some sort of love, okay? Yeah, because of your wisdom and this magic that you're expressing. Also, people could think that you're like very sexy, very attractive is the energy that I'm getting. You can have like a fro, or you can have like really curly hair, because there's a lot of curly hair out here, okay? Also, you could have like some significant like like streaks, okay? Like gray streaks or blonde streaks, or maybe even like money pieces, okay? We got pink hair, we got blue hair, we got dreads, okay? You can have any of those hairstyles. What's a union, creation, and seduction? We got the Three of Pentacles, okay? So this is what I'm saying. It's like you're working perfectly as a team with your angelic guides. They're the ones guiding you to make these changes and make these choices and take these opportunities, these leaps of faith that they're offering to you or putting into your energy. And I feel like, the people, some people around in your life, or it could even be people that you don't know, they just are kind of like nipping at your ankles or trying to keep you from following your transformations to the best energy that you could possibly find. What's alignment, peace, and let go? Yeah, we got the Five of Cups, because they're kind of in an energy of sadness and despair because they can't find peace within themselves right now, okay? What's let go, community, and connect? We got the Hierophant, okay? So, this could mean two things, okay? I mean, it could represent like this very divine backing, or your official status, or your connection between, like the physical and the spiritual. But it could also represent like, like I was saying before, an actual union, a marriage, or somebody that you're about to like really, really commit to, okay? Yeah, we got the King of Pentacles, okay? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, okay? That could be highly significant. You could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or someone else could be, okay? We got the World, okay? So you are closing some sort of really big cycle for yourself when it does come to like people on the outside of you, or how you see success in your life, or what kind of moves you make. I feel like you're about to make like some real big girl or big boy type of moves, that people like aren't really expecting from you. Like it's like wherever you are, whatever level you're at, you're about to level up because of the way that you've been thinking. What's the Five of Cups and the Hierophant? We got the Nine of Cups, okay? Wish fulfillment. Hello? I said you about to level up because of the way that you've been thinking, okay? You're about to attract some sort of wish fulfillment to yourself. We got the Six of Wands. You could be receiving some sort of recognition. We got the Page of Swords. You could do something where like a lot of people watch you, or there could be people under judgment in your life watching you, paying a lot of attention to you. I feel like when it comes to conflict or issues or problems, like you're dealing with these things in a completely different way. You're not like giving people the time of day or giving away your energy. You're doing a great job of taking care of yourself, of loving yourself. And I think when things boil up, or when you have like subconscious things or things that you need to face or things that you need to focus on, you've been in this energy where you're just like facing those things head on, and you're not necessarily uncomfortable. I mean, you're not necessarily comfortable, you are uncomfortable with not knowing everything, you know what I'm saying? But you're doing your best to change that about yourself and to be more open to like just rolling with the punches or dealing with whatever it is that like life or spirit brings along or brings to your attention. And that's why you're being blessed the way that you are, baby. It's gorgeous with this pentagram energy, you know, earth, air, fire, water, spirit energy, you know, this harmony between you and the divine, and this like new sense of like idealism and expression that you kind of have about yourself or about your life, you know, like your ceiling is completely missing. That's kind of what Archangel Uriel was showing me while I was doing yoga. He showed me like, you know, like the head being opened and like a lot of things like being poured into it. So I feel like you could be receiving a lot of like divine guidance. I said that already. A lot of like divine connection, a lot of like inspiration, new ideas and things like that. And he also showed me like something going through the head and like a big speaker coming out of the mouth, okay? So you could do something where you like speak for the divine, or your communication, the power of your throat chakra, the way you communicate with others is very important at this time. And I think like, you know, I ask a lot for the divine to like work through me in the best way, to allow me to channel the most accurate information that I could possibly channel, to let it be, you know, more of them than it is me talking, so that you can get the best information that you need to get. And I feel like spirit definitely works through you in that way, and it wouldn't hurt for you to like communicate with them more, ask them for more things when it comes to like your energy and the things that you want, the things that you want to happen in life. You need to like really have a clear vision of those things, and when your vision gets like crystal clear and you can see it like it's already here, you know what I mean? Like you can close your eyes and like, you know, really be doing what you want to be doing, and really feel that feeling like you're doing that, then that's when the divine aligns you with that, you know? So I feel like there's also something about like you really using your emotions to your advantage to help you call in this wish fulfillment, or even to help you to like solidify your connection that you may have with someone else, or to like strengthen your connection that you have with the divine and the way that you guys work together. Because I've told you guys many times that your emotions are a tool, and it's really important that you like get a handle on them, get a hang of them, and learn how to use them. And I think you've been doing a great job of learning how to use your emotions to push you further, you know what I mean, or to like better you. You've been operating out of this place of like kindness and compassion, and like I said before, you know, when it comes to reflection, or when it comes to shadow work, or you dealing with anything that needs to be dealt with, you've been doing a great job of just jumping on top of those things and handling them right when spirit brings them to you. And that's why you get in this wish fulfillment. You deserve it. You've done so much hard work. And I feel like, because he's got me looking at the moon, you know, I feel like when it does come to like the things that you don't know, or the situations that are coming up that you're unaware of, like you don't have to worry about any like nasty surprises. I feel like as long as you expect the best and you continue to operate out of this great energy, and have your mind in balance the way that you have been having it, then you'll be able to attract whatever it is that you want or need, you know. You'll only attract those good surprises, more of those serendipitous moments and good experiences for you to like, you know, carry forth with your life in it, okay? Like there's happy stuff coming. Like I just got so happy just now with the Three of Pentacles, the Fool, and the King of Pentacles. We got the MIB, okay? Of course. So it's talking about stalking, intimidation, and confrontation, okay? So, I mean, I did already mention like people watching you, paying attention to you, you keeping your business to yourself, you know, like that energy, it really is valid if that's something that you feel is going on in your life. But I feel like it's important for you to not let your stalkers or the people who pay a lot of attention to you intimidate you, okay? Like there's nothing intimidating about them. I feel like there's just like one specific person paying a lot of attention to you at this time. And I don't know. I don't want to say one specific person, okay? Because here's the lovers at the bottom of the deck. I was just going to say that, okay? There could be like two different people paying a lot of attention to you at this time. Like an ex is giving ex lover, new lover kind of energy, okay? Like somebody, like they're both kind of watching you, stalking you, you know, but one wants to like confront you with their with their energies, their emotions of love and erotica and sensuality, and the other wishes to like intimidate you back into a connection with them, you know? So just like know that you made the right choice by walking away from certain people, and just don't feel like you have to go backwards or like you have to entertain anything that isn't for you. What's the Fool, the World, and the Five of Cups? We got Andromedans, okay? Because you're free, baby, okay? Really tapped into this universal energy. Really, really, really so magnetic, okay? Because you're really operating out of your free will. You could have like a really strong connection to Archangel Metatron or the Tree of Life or that yin yang kind of energy, which is funny because I have the Pisces tattoo on my arm and it's giving yin yang, like he made one fish darker, like on purpose to kind of give that kind of energy. And I was kind of just staring at it earlier, you know, you could feel like you could do astrology or astronomy, okay? You could be really into those things, or like numerology. I feel like you hold a lot of information for a lot of people to benefit from. And it's like the more you follow your free will and attract your manifestations, the more people or the more expanded you're able to become in order to help more people, okay? So like just keep going down the path that you're going down, even if you're in a place where you feel like, oh, like you know, I fucking work at Walgreens, okay? Like this shit is not gonna go that far, you know. But I'm sure you have like something that you do on the side or some art that you love, and maybe it's time to think about putting all of your time and energy into something else, or something, putting half of your time and energy into doing something else while you like do what you do to like pay your bills or to take care of yourself. Because I feel like your dreams, your manifestations, the things you want to accomplish, the things you set your mind to, or you know, put your hands on, it has the ability to grow really big and to be something that's very successful. So make sure that you're like following your whims is kind of how I hear it, you know, not to just follow every single whim, you know, but I mean the things that really, really light you up, the things that like set your soul on fire or make you get very passionate or make you want to talk a mile a minute about it, you know, like those things get you so excited or get you like real turned up for a reason. Is to just like to give you little clues and ideas, okay? What he was saying about your emotions really do tell you a lot about like what you should go into and what kinds of things you want to do, you know. But it can be very tricky, right? Because it's like sometimes, you know, there's some sort of magic or there's some sort of like, you know, generational curse or something tied to an opportunity or something that you want to do, and it'll feel really scary. You'll get these gut feelings and you'll have all this hesitation and all this reservation about, do you want to do this thing that you know damn well you want to do, you know. And sometimes it's just really important that you take that leap of faith in order to close that cycle or to break that generational curse off of your family or off of your life, you know. Like maybe you want to travel but you feel like you're stuck or whatever, you know, and it's totally possible. Just like make your arrangements and set your intentions and do what it is that you want to do, you know. Like somebody could be trying to like keep you in the same area, somebody wants to keep you really small, could even be a group of people that want to keep you very small, but you know, they don't have the power to keep you small. You're really meant to get all this wish fulfillment and to explore and be free and to create the way that you want to, you know. So try to put yourself in a position to do that, you know, as much as you can, whenever you can. What's the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant? We got the grays. It says utilitarian, organized, and intimidating again. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, is there's this strong energy of people trying to, like, mind control you, right? Because they have these, like, this fucking stuck in the matrix ass energy, right? And then this lady, like, on the slab going into the mind control machine, it's like maybe somebody's trying to, like, put some sort of stronghold back onto you. But I mean, like, somebody really wants you to be intimidated, to be so afraid to, like, take these certain leaps, so afraid to, like, leave your home or to really follow your dreams because you're gonna fail, or because you always quit, like, somebody's really trying to, like, intimidate you about the world and the way that the world works. It's almost like they want you to be afraid, to, like, turn to them for their shelter or their support, so that you won't go out and see that, like, the world really is very great, and a person like you, like, you could really survive, and you could really have a lot of fun and expand your mind in an amazing way. I feel like, your divine guides, they have so many experiences and opportunities that they're ready to unfold in your life, and it's just really important that you keep your mind focused the way that it's been focused, because you got the shit right now, okay? What's MIB and Andromedans, you really have this high level of clarity at this time. Yeah, we got the Alpha Centaurians. It says foresight, okay? You got the foresight. You can see the visions of the things that you want, You can see the home. You could damn near see the lover. You could see the increase in your career, the increase in your money. You can see, happy children and all of these different things in your future, whatever your future looks like to you. I feel like you have a very clear vision of it, and you also have a great plan and a great strategy, which I feel is basically just following your guidance and accepting everything as it comes along, and to some people that might not seem like much of a good plan or strategy, or they might feel like, you're not playing the game of life to your advantage or whatever. But I think that you just refuse to cut corners or to present like, you're bigger or you're greater or you're doing more than you're actually doing, okay? Like, you're just not trying to put on for anybody. You're just staying focused and doing what it is that the divine has told you to do. And that is a great plan and a great strategy. It will always work out for you in the end. What's Andromedas and the Grays? We got the Arcturians, okay? So feel safe, baby. Feel very protected because you made the right choice, Like, you are a keeper of wisdom for the divine. And it's like anything that is a concern or a worry of yours is a concern of theirs. And they're always going to make sure that you get clarity on those things and that you really understand, like, what it is that they're protecting you from or why they hold you back from certain things, even if you don't get that information until later after you've taken the leap of faith. They'll always explain things and make things clear to you, okay? Yeah, we got Agarthans with manifesting multidimensional perception and attunement, okay? So you're attuned with this multidimensional perception that, like, the angelic realm has, okay? And it's very important that you maintain your integrity, to continue to be very honest about the moves that you make and to express your artistic energies no matter what or who is trying to hold you back from doing those things, okay? Because this is leading you to, like, a very successful and, like I said, expanded place, like this fucking rainbow explosion of happiness and joy in your life. Like I keep saying, the love, the success, everything that you want, however it looks, however you look at it, like if you looking at it and you like, oh, this is perfect, I'm so happy, I'm so relaxed, I'm so peaceful, I don't have to, like, worry about how I'm gonna buy this or how I'm gonna pay for that, like, whatever you feel will bring you the most peace in your life, that is the kind of shit that you have attracted to yourself, okay? Like, the energy is so strong right now. What's Alpha Centaurians, MIB, and Andromedans? We got the Queen of Wands, okay? So the Queen of Wands, there could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's trying to like intimidate you or trying to, send you this energy where you should be afraid. I feel like this person is very unorganized though. I feel like they don't really have too much control over their own mind, and so it's like they could never find the strength to like overpower you or your free will or control your mind. What up? Tell me something else about the damn Queen of Wands, okay? We got the Star, okay? So the Queen of Wands, look at the star came out and the Queen of Wands holding the star, okay? Like this is what this person wants to do. Like they want to like get some sort of control over you to like, hold you down to get you in like a Three of Swords type of energy. But I feel like you're too aware that this Ten of Pentacles is coming along and you're not gonna let, like any thieves come along and take what it is that the divine has promised is coming toward you. Look at the rainbow with the Three of Wands, okay? This rainbow explosion. This is a ship that you've been waiting on for quite a long time. And that's why it's so protected and no one's going to get it. And that's why it's really important that you keep your business to yourself. What's the Queen of Wands in the star? We got the sun, okay? Baby. So I mean the sun speaks of exposure, right? But it also speaks of like fun, happy times. It's really like the happiest card in the deck for real. And I feel like whoever these people or person is that's trying to like stalk and intimidate you and scare you out of doing what it is that you should be doing, then they're kind of getting exposed. Like you could be very aware of like who those people are, or the different little games that they try to play in your life. But of course, like I've been telling you for a couple of days now, they're never successful. They won't be successful. They don't have the power over you, okay? You'll always come back to this Six of Swords calm type of energy. You'll always find a resolution, a solution, a way around any and all bullshit, stalking or intimidation or attacks or anything of that nature. Any weapon, really. Okay? Any weapon. Because you're in this Queen of Pentacles energy, and look at the Fool again, okay? And look at the High Priestess, and the Ace of Swords is under that, okay? Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you to a lot of happiness and maybe even a lot of money, okay? We got the Ace of Swords right here, which feels like confirmation, but it's like also it's an owl, and it's like the sword is not like like it typically is on the Ace of Swords card. Usually it's just like up in the air and it's like every part of the sword is visible, but on this one it's like in this seaweed a little bit, right? And it's kind of got like certain parts of the truth or of the journey, which is what the sword is kind of representing to me, or like the truth. It's like there's still parts of the truth or parts of your truth or parts of the truth about other people that need to be seen, but this truth coming out is going to come out no matter what with the world. I feel like you've been very successful of like exposing a lot of the truth to yourself thus far, and it's only other things that are just getting exposed to you more and more and more. But it's because of the way that you don't focus on it that makes it come to your attention so much. So continue to like not pay attention to the bullshit. Don't feel intimidated or discouraged or nothing like that, because you got it, okay? You got it. You're doing so great. What is the final thought on this? What's happening? My nose is trying its hardest to run right now. Nope. Thank you. So it says the spark of hustle, okay? Which feels kind of perfect. And we got celebrate your wins, okay? And we got creator fire under that, and this fearless expression energy. I feel like you're about to do just that, baby. Like all this creative energy that you're in, your sacral chakra is extremely strong at this time, okay? You need to continue to fearlessly express that fire that you have within yourself, and don't be afraid to celebrate every single little win, and know that your wins are only going to get bigger from here, okay? Don't be discouraged at all. Like, that's a really strong message with this. It's so the essential meanings are the spark of inspiration, divine intervention, finding your calling, work that makes you happy, and renewed hope. Okay. The self care message is talking about hustling too hard, getting lost in the grind, being a workaholic. No, workaholic tendencies, manifesting busyness, a time to be careful for what you wish for, you know. So I feel like when it does come to your career, you know, you could have manifested like this huge influx of business, right? Like you manifested a lot of hard work for yourself, you know. So I feel like they're about to give you exactly what it is that you asked for, and just make sure that you're taking your time, you're getting your rest, you're not overwhelming yourself with all of this extra workload or all of this extra money that the divine is about to send your way. Okay. It says, you know, when inspiration hits and totally immerses your senses in the possible, that is the spark of hustle at work. It's when every cell of your body hums with the desire to put something out into the world, and when you feel that whoosh of energy that brings new ideas to life. The spark of hustle feels like a calling, a compelling, like something that cannot be ignored. This card is full of hope and expectation because it whispers, yes, it's coming, and yes, you can do this. Spirit is sending superstar blessings your way, along with the passion that has been divinely amplified. Look for projects and experiences that are full of excitement and joy, and say yes to opportunities that feel totally on purpose. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the magnitude of your sacred task, remember that big soulful endeavors usually push us to go beyond the limits of what we know to be possible. This is how we grow. Use the spark of hustle to evolve and expand because it's your guiding star, okay? So it says, how much space do you leave in your calendar for sparks of ooh, shit, okay? Let me start over, okay? It says, how much space do you leave in your calendar for the sparks of inspiration that will be? Are you allowing space for last minute ideas and inspiration? Okay. It says, what do you do to actively fuel your flame of hope? Are you feeling resistance to the word hustle? What would an easy kind of fluid productivity look like? What needs to happen so that your flow feels like an unhustle? How can you make sure it fills your reserves rather than drains them, you know? So also there he's kind of saying, like, when it does come to your divine hustle or your whatever it is that you've been sparked about, you know, like, just make sure that it's something that you love so much where it doesn't even feel like a hustle. It feels like something that you just do for fun, something that you're just doing because you love it and you just want to put all of your time and energy into it, you know? Like, make sure that you don't, like, just because you're hustling doesn't mean you need to feel like you have to. Okay, you can very well do things that you enjoy that can attract a lot of money in a lot of different areas of life, you know. So there's also this energy of you not feeling like you have to restrict yourself to just the one thing that the divine has you doing, you know. Like, if you want to, if you feel like, you know, you're capable of building this thing that you love and this thing, and maybe even getting that thing started at the same time, you know, if you feel like you have the energy for that without getting overworked or overwhelmed, then by all means do, you know, do what it is that you're capable of doing, as long as you don't be afraid and you do and you're happy in what it is that you're doing. Your angelic guides are always going to have your back, and they're always going to protect whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, so with that, I'm done. I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.